This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off from the shotgun. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juiced.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking for a big play. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Inside, it's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. Found the seam on the left.
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Still looking on the move. Makes the grab. It's Tipton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Snags it and he's open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Hayden. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Working that left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running it to the right. Maybe a crease. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah. Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And here's the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last. Breaks into the open. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now on first down from the 30, making side adjustments here. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Henry. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. He went in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for space. It's Bernard. Maybe some room here. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Floating away. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right, but a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. The run inside. It's Caden.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Looking for space to the left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to...
There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Leaping grab for a big gain. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Garcia. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Checking in with the Florida Atlantic head coach. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with a 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Just keep slinging it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Running inside. It's Hayden. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
To the air, it's Nolan. There's the pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Carter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to from the gun. Wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Hatcher. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Gonna have to come up with a play on. The Owls do. It's a touchdown. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense. Anyway, already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that is the beautiful thing about...
They'll go back to the air on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. Finding some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Makes a catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Under fire, and down he goes.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him.
Number 41, set to kick it away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running inside, it's Hayden. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points.
Pulls it in on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Finds his man. It's Hayden. Smashes ahead. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Hayden. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run play action. Steps. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The run inside. It's Hayden. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Stepping to the right. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Short now from their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's got the tight end. turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. A shot toward the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Memphis. The extra point here would tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 82 set to kick this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause, and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Right on the money. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. The snap sets up to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, on 4th down, the final play of the first half, I think everybody in this building expected them to kick a field goal. Instead, they decide to get aggressive, and not just that, they don't even throw it, they run it. What a great job out in the open field. He's able to score a touchdown, and he gives his team the lead.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great week 8. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 18 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Mustangs, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
About the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Messer. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He goes right back to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Running inside. It's Hayden. Inside the 45. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Offense changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And no surprise to see this guy just going off again, right? One of the best receivers in the entire country. Over 100 yards his last game out. He's got over 100 in this one. And this is why he's up for the Heisman Trophy here, guys, late in the year. It's what you do in the month of November that gets you remembered as a team, but also individually. He keeps putting performances like this.
Makes the grab in their space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nolan. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Takes it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Tight end now in motion. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gonna try to get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab and room to run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Number 82, set to kick this one away.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The run inside. It's Bernard. There's some room. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Steps away to find some room. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And after that interception, things quite
leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
knocked down for the tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Sends it back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot. lot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've ripped.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Nolan. With the catch, it's Brown.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He makes the grab. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Nolan. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.